life of 6 female Ghanaians, ladies, 6 of them. 6 of them losing their lives. Now, between 6 and 8, what is the difference? 2, just 2. Now, Busianfo, asam we ebe pie, you know.
Guys, how dare you think that the people there will be more understanding in the moment of pain? How dare you think that the people there will understand what exactly you were saying in that moment? Imagine the families involved. Imagine the lives involved. Was that the right spot to spew that nonsense? Ajalad, you should know better. You are a mother. You should be more empathetic. You should be more reasonable. I am of the view that you should be speaking more like a feminine who understands the pain of childbirth. But look at you. You embarrassed yourself. You thought you were the most sensible person in the auditorium. You thought you were the most reasonable. You thought you were the most religious. But you ended up making a FOOL of yourself. And that's so disappointing. Imagine, how do we resolve the chaos in Boko when we have people like this as leaders? How do we resolve the challenges that affects the ordinary Ghanaian when we have these people like leaders in this country? How do we move forward as a people? How can we entrust the future of the ordinary Ghanaian on the life in the hands of such people? Zero empathy, zero understanding of the realities of the ordinary Ghanaian. Look at how frustrated these young men and women are. Is it because the politician? How many times have you been in Ghana's parliament? Can we start checking? What investments have you done in the north? What exactly have you done for the northern people to keep them there? And you dare stand in Ghana's parliament to express no sense to us and tell us that you are indeed the mother who understands the Quran. The same Quran is telling you, Ajalad, in the moment when you are unreasonable, in the moment where you feel you cannot be empathetic, in the moment where you feel you cannot make sense to Ghanaians, you better shut up. If people are in pain, if people are in anger, if people are in agony, if you are a leader and you cannot say words that will be comforting to them, you better shut up. This is what the Islam itself is telling you, Ajalad. You were not sensible. You were not reasonable. You were not empathetic to the plight of ordinary Ghanaians. Moments where people are so angry, moments where people are saddened by a situation, you don't speak like you are the most religious person. We do not appreciate your comment. We do not appreciate your submission. You should have been quiet through and through to show that you are a sensible person. But today, I'm so disappointed to even see you as a woman in Ghana's parliament. I thought women would be more understanding. I thought that women would be more reasonable in the moments like this, because imagine what their parents are going through. Imagine what their families are going through. May we never die in the quest, all right, to take care of our family, in the quest to take care of our livelihood. I'm so disappointed. All right, to even at any point in time felt like, yes, NDC has strong women. But look at this one. A disappointment, a shame of a member of parliament, a disappointment. How dare you express such no sense to the people of Ghana? You thought you were reasonable, but at the end of the day, you ended up embarrassing yourself and showing us that you lacked that feminine factor. You lacked it. All that you showed to us today was the agile lad who does not understand the realities and all the challenges the ordinary Ghanaian youth go through. And how can we entrust our youth in your hands? What shows that this person will defend the interests of Ghanaian youth? These are the people who should be kicking their ass out of that seat. We don't want people like her there. She does not understand the real issues. Guys, just imagine. A Ghanaian youth graduates, sit at home after national service, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 15 years, no job. And what do you expect them to do? When there is an opportunity, knowing very well that they are protocol list, knowing very well that they may not even have an opportunity, they still want to buy the forms. The same forms that we've been using to finance your lifestyle. The same forms we've been using to take care of you, politicians. They pay to buy forms to serve their country. Knowing very well that over 20,000 people applied. What happened to the money? We are told His Excellency John Mahama reduced the amount, but must we even pay that amount to serve our country? What sort of employment have you given the youth to raise such an amount to give it to you? If you don't pick the person, we should have an understanding that you refund the money. If not, that is thievery. As it's about time we start speaking up. If you render a service to somebody and the service is unsatisfactory, refund the money. If not, we will now say it's an attempt to even milk the Ghanaian youth further. makes sense. You pick somebody after examination, you kick the person out. What about his money? Year in, day out, you use the same money to run the affairs of Ghana Armed Forces when the ordinary Ghanaian youth does not have hope to even serve there. We cannot keep on doing the same thing and expect different results. We cannot keep doing the same thing and expect different results. I beg your pardon. Guys, the truth of the matter is that the youth of Ghana are so frustrated. The system is designed to frustrate us. The system is made such a way that you will be poor and you suffer till you die. Why? At the end of the day, we rise every day. 6 or 7 or 4 years, we go, we vote with the hope that these people will change our lives. You keep on disappointing us. You keep on showing us that we are not relevant. We have members of parliament from time to time telling the Ghanaian youth that we are not important. We are not reasonable. We are the reason why they are not taking us serious. How are we going to function in a system where it is so rigid? All that you do for us is to make life difficult. Why? And we have a member of parliament who has a movement to express empathy, who had a movement to show and express her deepest condolences to the family and the people involved. And all that matters to her is to be the Quranic lecturer. It was so embarrassing. Look at her colleagues. Even the men were wondering why a woman would be saying such a thing.
Parliamentarians, parliament, yeah, MPs, they were given the opportunity to mourn with the families. So, in giving a speech, our floor of parliament said they should make some speeches. That is where something very, very shocking is here. Something so shocking. Mami bia ye frɛ no. Ne din kra no. Mi humbo. Oye pusiga for MP. Dodo na nim say as honorable congratulations. Because vetting time no. Edrone so bia. Obeka say I have nothing to say. Congratulations. Take care of yourself. Ononye. Honorable bye lonely saying. Okay? She said she will talk. Okay, you will talk. All right. Get up and talk. The speaker gave her the opportunity. Ebusianfo, let's go and listen to what an MP. Na pusiga for mutimi hwe nyina yenim. Amakoto abama mami we say ombe representing our parliament pardia NDA. Shame on you. And pusiga for when we said look for someone to come and represent you, our the nation's parliament, our pusiga nyina no mami we na muteme who no say ombeye mu president mu can say mu MP. The whole nation has basically gone into shock because of the statement this woman made. And the damning statement she made. Let's go and hear the damning statement she made and let's come back.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to comment on the statement ably made by my colleagues. Mr. Speaker, I wish to first of all express my condolences to the bereaved families. It is really, really very painful to have our children to go for recruitment only for us to lose them. But I want us to all take solace in the Almighty Allah. There is nothing that happens.
Listen carefully.
That doesn't happen at the right time. This is what the Almighty Allah has ordained for them. Today is their day. No matter how, no matter what, no matter who was there, as what, even if we brought all the presidents of the world to sit there as ministers or whatsoever, once today is ordained for them to die, they will. And this is what has happened. Unless you don't believe in the oneness of God, unless you don't believe in the oneness of the Almighty Allah, it is not anybody who wanted them to die. There is no single officer there who wanted even one single soul to pass. Not even one person hoped and prayed that one person would die there. Let us understand that. If that were the wish of anybody, I haven't seen or thought of that person. Mr. Speaker, I appreciate what you have said. Let us work together. If
Ebusianfo, I can't continue playing the tape because the more I listen to the tape, the angrier I become. Me tiebia na me bufu. Huh? The more I listen to her, the more nonsensical it sounds to me. Mami will say, the young Ghanaians, 6 of them, women, ladies, who left their houses, they bought forms with their own money. And Amuka Chiromu say they should come for whatever screening at Accra Elwak Stadium. And yes, sir, you ask them to wear white top and then black tracksuit or whatever you call it. And they compare.
not even one person hoped and prayed that one person would die there. Let us understand that. If that were the wish of anybody, I haven't seen or thought of that person. Mr. Speaker, I appreciate what you have said. Let us work together. If there are mistakes, let us look into it. I've heard one of my colleagues saying that there are other recruitments to come on. Yes, that is true. It's a very big lesson, and we use the problems that have occurred or the mistakes that would have taken place, and we correct ourselves and forge ahead. We are sitting here, and most probably we might be talking and looking at it politically, with a political lens. But who knows those who have passed? Who knows whether they voted for NDC, MP, PNC, or even they never voted? But here we are worried. We are not happy because we didn't wish them and we never thought of that. So let us be conscious of that. Really very painful to have our children to go for recruitment only for us to lose them. But I want us to all take solace in the Almighty Allah. There is nothing that happens.
1, 2.
That doesn't happen.
Welcome back. Sorry, my microphone, no battery new. I had to quickly change it back to my podcast mic. Right, Ebusianfo. Now, Mami we on. She does not respect Ghanaians, number one. And she does not value Ghanaians. And there are 2 things. 1, she does not respect us. 2, she does not value us. Because Ebra Muntala, any saying the Minister of Defense, saying, Minister of Defense, the former Minister of Defense, you know. Can you remind me of his name? Oh, comment section. No? The Minister of Defense that also died in a tragedy, in the helicopter crash. I don't know why the name has escaped me. When they died, okay, in that tragedy, is it Boama? I've forgotten the name. When Edward, when he died, this woman stood on the floor of Parliament and said that, why has God done this to us? Why has God punished the nation this way? She cannot believe it. She cannot eat. She cannot even sleep. She is having nightmares. Mami, we are. Pusiga for MP way out. Adentia because they there. Those people were people who sat in V8. Their lives are more precious than you and I. No wonder under this government way, obit minya sema okokota na ye kase then they use textbooks to pass judgment that some human beings are more important than others. Animal farm judge, mukai. Because the current government, they see themselves as more human than the rest of us. And V8, those of us who are not having NDC party cards here, we can die at any time, and it is because our time has come. Madam, no one's time has come. It is the failure to organize that has led us to this place. You failed to organize. And you see in Africa, especially in Ghana there, people can fail and then they go and put it on God. Say, oh, nyakupo na ye. Na ye. God doesn't know anything about this one. Leave God alone. You know 5,400 people are the ones who have applied in Accra. 5,400 people. Do you think, say, Sanipa 5,400, no, you can see all of them in one day? No. So what do? You make them come on different days, in batches. In Ghana, are we at war? So why are we in a hurry to recruit people into the military? So you let them come on different days. So it is because somebody has failed to do his job. Someone has failed to plan properly. That is why the 6 Ghanaians have lost their lives. And I can tell you, sir, today you heard the director of 37 speak. Said there are other 5 people who are in critical condition. And 12 of them are in fairly critical condition. So in all, in fact, the 5 people, there are 5 more people who are in ICU, intensive care unit. Now, unim say, the obi call ICU means the person is more closer to death than life. Most of the time, it takes a miracle for the person to come back. And after the whole thing, as a horror movie be nekoso. And when this MP was supposed to come up and say, oh, my condolences to the families, that would have been enough. This was not the time to come and show us that you are a believer in the Holy Quran. This wasn't. You see, when you are voting for somebody, also look out for emotional intelligence. And yes, nipa no was kankwan de entie obetuma ye MP. There be nipa no was kankwan de obetuma ye president. Nebi. Emotional intelligence is important. When the whole nation is in shock, what we catch say today was their day. So even if ministers were the ones sitting down there, whatever will have happened, they will have died anyway. What nonsense. Such balderdash. And people, all the MPs were saying, hey, stop. The woman still kept on defending. She said, Najumono, she's delivering one of the best speeches. She's seeing herself like the female Barack Obama of Ghana. Emmanuel says she's just empty-headed. I agree with you. And Pusigafo, if after listening to this speech, now I understand why conflict like Boku conflict in Yenano, why we are taking so long to resolve them. Because if you have MPs coming from those sides of the country who do not attach importance to life, and so be who our Boku conflict nema, as it means it is God has decided that they should die that day. Per the logic of this MP. So they will not do anything to resolve it. How can you tell me this? See, Anka a serious democracy. That be some serious democracy. tomorrow morning, this woman should have been resigning. I'm telling you, Adewe Anka UK, Canada, US, France, Germany, in fact, Kenya, South Africa, that something like this has happened. Now, an honorable member of parliament, sorry, making that statement now, Anka Ochina no pa, she will resign. But in Ghana, you see, she will say it unapologetically. And the most shocking aspect, they say, now the Speaker of Parliament now hold you. The Speaker of Parliament was there, and everybody was shocked. Even her own MPs were telling her, stop. But the more they were telling her to stop, I said the more they were telling her, continue, go ahead, continue, tell them more, tell them. So that is it, Ebushanfo. Pusigafo is a shame. It's a shame to you that you gave us an MP like this one. And we are looking forward, say, 2028, Pusigafo, you correct your mistake. Mukope MP Maya, Mupe MP Papa. Someone that has high emotional intelligence. And you'll be saying congratulations, take care of yourself, bye-bye. Then it is one disaster of a statement after the other. And you no be na yepe. Our car, uncle be containers, now your business, on your importation business. She has no place at your parliament. Obi our feelings our scanty or sell your MP no. Nipa no be importation business. How then?